Hi guys, so I was in the middle of getting ready for work and I decided to just do a quick review of a new foundation that I got. This is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I had to go to so many Sephora's to actually get this bottle. Like, it took me so much effort, and then when I finally bought it, I got a sheer glow instead. Like, I was given the wrong bottle and I had to go back. So yeah, okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna read a few things off Sephora. So this foundation retails for $48 in the US. Pretty sure I bought it for a little bit more than that. What it does, it says it's an oil-free foundation that delivers full natural looking coverage with one drop for lightweight 16-hour wear. Highly pigmented, blends effortlessly, something about neutralizing redness, reduce skin discoloration for more even skin. Isn't that what all foundation do? Blah 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 blah, formulated without parabens. Okay, I don't really care about the rest. Okay, so I might as well just get started. I'm gonna first put on a little bit of my MAC Prep+Prime primer. Now, this is not a first impression. I have used it already. It's just a really quick demo and review and slash get ready with me, I guess. Now, what I found is that using a brush is the best. A beauty blender is not going to work with this foundation. Really weird, because normally beauty blender works with everything. It's a really runny foundation. I'm not sure if you can see, but that's one drop. That's how it looks, and you can already see it's starting to run down. Now, they say to use one drop on the whole face. Obviously, that's going to be really lightweight, because this bottle, when it pumps up one drop, is really not a lot at all. So I actually use one drop for each side of my cheek, just because I want more coverage, pretty much. So the foundation is really lightweight, really runny. You really can't really feel it on the skin. Like, it's so thin, but it covers really well for something that's so thin. My shade is in, I think, number 4, light 4 Deauville. Is that how you pronounce it? And I would say it blends really easily when you're using a synthetic brush. I wouldn't recommend using a natural brush. I feel like the brush is just going to soak up the foundation. So you can already see how much of a difference one side makes to the other. So I'm taking another pump. It's almost like this pump pumps up half the amount that normal foundation pump up. And I find that this foundation, even if I don't use like a specific pore primer, it doesn't sink into my pores at the end of the day. Now it does say Luminous in the actual foundation bottle title. I don't find it to be like super luminous. It looks almost to me like a satin finish rather than luminous, which is good enough. Like, it's not 100% matte. In terms of oil control, it's just meh. Like, I do get oily at the end of the day, but then again, I am oily skin. But the foundation holds up. Like, it doesn't break down, because normally what happens is this part here, when it gets really oily, foundation starts to like fade in patchiness, or it starts to crack, because that's where my oil seeps through the most. But this foundation stays intact. I mean, obviously it doesn't look as good as when I first applied it, but it still, you know, from far away, it still holds up really well. So I think I used about maybe 3 pumps, honestly, like one for the forehead, one for one cheek, and just blend it through the rest of the face. It's really lightweight. Like, honestly, you really can't feel it. So with that in the name, I think that claim is really true. And it does look like skin. You know, like when I look really close, obviously I still can see foundation, but if I just look at from a regular distance, it still looks like skin, but better. It says for all skin types, but I don't know, I feel like it's not for dry skin types though. Like, in some areas where, like between my eyebrows, where it's a little bit more textured and sometimes can get dry, I feel like it doesn't sit as nicely as the rest of the cheek. So I don't know about dry skin types. So I feel like this is the Garnier Rollon Eye Rollon. So in terms of price, it's definitely more expensive than their NARS Sheer Glow and Sheer Matte. Now, I actually really do love the Sheer Glow. I've had it for ages and I've always been using it. Sheer matte, not so much. Like, even though I am oily skin and technically sheer matte's for oilier skins, I don't actually really like it. I find that it seeps into my pores and doesn't sit very well on my skin. I think a lot of people found that as well. Like, sheer glow is generally the more popular one. Okay, and I'm setting all of the liquid products with my MAC Select Sheer Press Powder in NC15. And this is a Hakuhodo J110 brush. I'm swapping to my Real Techniques, is this the blush brush? Yes, it is. Taking a bit of my MAC Wash and Dry Delicates Studio Sculpt Defining Bronzing Powder, just to sculpt the skin a little bit. But yes, so this foundation, I do like it, but honestly, if I had to choose like between all of the NARS foundation that I own, I would still go for Sheer Glow. Like, even though this foundation holds up really well, doesn't sink into my pores, really lightweight, I don't know, like, the finish of Sheer Glow still, in my opinion, is better than this one. There's something about the Sheer Glow that the moment you put it on, you just fall in love with your skin and how it looks. And I think I just like the fact that a foundation needs to be worked into the skin, so I like the thicker, creamier texture, and I can sort of blend it into the skin. And this one's just so lightweight that once I put it on and blend it in, I'm just like, wait, am I blending it in? Like, because it's so thin. But that's just me, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will appreciate that thin texture. And then putting on a little bit of blush. This is the Etude House number 6 Grapefruit Jelly. It's just like this corally sort of color. Okay, so overall, I really do like this foundation. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites though. I do have a lot of others that I would prefer over this, but I'll still use it. Like, it's still a really decent foundation. So I hope that opinion helped you a little bit. Don't know if it really did because I just did it so quickly. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!